So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Miss Heather, and some of you know me and many of you don't, but I'm one of the adventure teachers, and I'm going to be reading your Sabbath school lesson today. So if everybody did their Sabbath school lesson, you will know that we are now on lesson 12, and it's super easy because dates are on here. So for March 21, it's Let the Children Come, and our memory verse this week is Let the children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these. Luke 18:16, which is pretty much Jesus saying, let all the children come to me because heaven belongs to the children. Now the story today is about when Jesus came into the town of Jerusalem. Have you guys ever been to a parade where some important person has come through and you're standing up against the sides of ropes and you're waving your flags and you're all waiting to see who the very important person is? I have to think that maybe the last time I did that, I was a little girl and the Queen of England came to visit the island that I lived on, and it was a very big deal. Here in Florida, maybe it's like waiting on the Christmas parade in Magic Kingdom, or the new Sesame Street parade at SeaWorld might be the closest we come. But can you imagine what it might have been if Jesus came to visit Orlando tomorrow? How the roads would close, how the traffic would stop, and how many people would come out. And you know, it's not only the people who believe in Jesus who would come out, it would just be people who wanted to see this very famous person. Well, in the story, we talk about a time when Jesus came into town. Have you heard the news? Jesus is in town. Everybody's talking. Jesus is in town. Everybody wants to see Jesus. Where can we find him? The dads left their work to hurry to go hear him speak. The moms stopped their cooking to hurry to go see them speak. Friends and families, they helped all the sick people get near Jesus. Oh, there were so many people and so many stories about how he'd healed people. Maybe he would heal our loved ones too. Can you imagine everyone being amazed as they watched Jesus come in? They saw blind men and women who could see again. They saw people who couldn't walk and never walked in their whole lives jump up and dance. They saw parents and moms and dads and children get well again. Everybody was helped. Nobody was ever turned away. When some of the mothers heard that Jesus was coming, they wanted to see him too. They wanted him to bless their children, and the children were very excited. Can you imagine if mom came home today and said, let's go see Jesus? He'd be excited. They were going to go see Jesus. Oh, the children loved Jesus. They followed him everywhere. He smiled at them. He spoke to them. He gave them stories. He loved the flowers and the little gifts that they would bring him. And soon some of the mothers hurried through town. They called to their friends, come, 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 let's go see Jesus. He's coming. And the children told their friends, come, 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 let's go see Jesus. He's coming. And the children and the mothers would hurry, and they try not to walk too fast, but they would hurry because, you know, toddlers take a while to walk sometimes. Finally, all the parents and the mothers and the children, they reached the crowd around Jesus, and they stood at the back trying to look over. Have you ever stood at the back of a group of people and tried to see what was in front? How you crane your neck and you jump up and down? They were standing in the back trying to look over all these tall people, and some of the small children, they might have pushed their way all the way to the front to sit on the floor. But nobody could get near Jesus. The children couldn't get near Jesus, and they wanted to see him. And it seemed like everybody else was pushing and shoving to get to the front. Well, the mothers felt a little helpless, don't you think? Could anyone help them, help their children see Jesus? Maybe the disciples would help them. So the mothers took the children to the disciples, and the disciples frowned, and they said, go away. Can't you see that Jesus is busy? He doesn't have time for children. Have you heard adults say that to you sometimes? Yeah, maybe even mom and dad say that to you sometimes. Jesus saw what was happening, and he said, wait, wait, wait. Let the little children come to me. Don't stop them from coming to me. The kingdom of God belongs to people, all people, even the little people like children. Well, the crowd and the disciples were completely amazed, and the children and the mothers were amazed, and they hurried to Jesus, and he spent a long time with them. He took them on their lap. There's a picture in one of our Bible stories where one of the babies fell asleep in Jesus' lap. And he told them, and he took them, he told them stories, and he told moms and how much he loved the children. And maybe he talked to the moms about how they should raise their children and how children should come to love God. We don't know what Jesus said to those mothers, and we don't know what he said to those children, but we can be sure that Jesus was not angry to have the children come to him. He was very happy. He was very, very happy to talk to them. Jesus loves children, and he loves their parents, and he wants all of us to come to him. So in all these busy times, just remember, in all these sad times and these hard times that you're stuck at home and you never get to go anywhere, all the fun places are closed, just remember that Jesus likes your company and he would love to hear from you. So again, our memory verse is, let the little children come to me and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these. Luke 18:16. See you next week.